And welcome back to a long hiatus that we've had for Trip and Graham Have Issues. Graham has had several issues, unfortunately. He is just getting out of being rehabbed and not the fun kind of rehab.
Yeah, my body sucks.
Is your mic on?
I should turn it on.
Yeah, that would help.
That's one of the keys to a good podcast is to make sure the equipment is on.
Yeah, turn on the mic.
Yeah.
Go ahead and repeat what you were saying.
I was just saying my body sucks.
Yeah.
So I've been out for a number of weeks.
Yeah. And it's not an exploding scrotum or anything like that, so don't worry, ladies.
Nothing fun like that.
Yeah.
No confetti involved or anything.
He's still intact. So the gals out there can just rest assured he'll be back on the prowl. And so
Oh, man.
lock up your daughters. Lock up your daughters.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. But we are here in the midst of Bike Week. And one of my pet peeves right now are the Bike Week haters. The people who live here or just moved here and they can't stand Bike Week. Look, it comes every year. It's like I don't like Christmas. I mean, it's crazy. We have had the motorcycles, rolling in here every year, same time, same place, and it's like people are so surprised. Yeah,
I don't know.
It's so noisy. It's so the traffic is so backed up. It's so what? It's so fun.
And it's been a lot worse in past years. So they have no idea, I guess.
Exactly.
Like this is kind of calm compared to what it used to be.
Exactly. I mean, I live by down by Kings Highway at a stoplight, and on that stoplight is where it would hit red, so then they would go, just sit there and rev until the light changes, and then they're going out. And this is at 12 o'clock at night, 1 in the morning. But you know what? It was a little bit disturbing when I had the dog, because the dog would get a little agitated from it at night.
Sure.
But you know what? I anticipated it. And I would drug up my dog as much as I could, and trying to join him. But yeah, it's not like it's not anticipated. And I would say, to plan a trip if you really don't like it.
Yeah.
Or embrace it and go out to Suck Bang Blow or Beaver Bar and enjoy the live music, the fantastic, wonderful, crazy people that are here. The
Crazy is for sure, some of those guys.
Yeah, the incredible machines that they're driving.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much spectacle in life. Enjoy it. Just don't look at all the negative to it. There's a lot of positive that goes along with it.
I think so too, or this week at least.
Yeah.
I did see a funny one. It was actually on one of the news, WNBF or something, but it was somebody put up on social media a video saying local residents are tired of this noise, and it was supposed to be bike noise, and it was a shot of Suck Bang Blow, but it was somebody's cammed engine. It's not something that a Harley. It was and they were trying to make that sound like it was the bike noise.
Yeah,
but it sounded like somebody had a cammed out engine right beside the mic. So it wasn't even the Harley noise. So some of the stuff they're complaining about, especially on social media, is like that's made up. That's not even it's not even the right sound effect
it's
they got.
Honda Civic without the tailpipes. Yeah,
it would be just like that.
Oh, good Lord!
It's not the sound those bikes make.
No,
but it was funny. I remember going. Well, go ahead. We can with this Bike Week. I was going to talk about the next one.
Well, I was just saying. Everything, like I said, it looks like the entertainment's been good. My friend Jason Ray Welsh, who's a country singer, had a couple gigs that he had to cancel, unfortunately, because he's got a vocal cord issue and stuff. So, and that was one of the few things I was going to go out and watch and support him and so on. But every time there's a Bike Week, I usually go out and get out and amongst them. I went out with a mutual friend of ours, Tim Helby, and his brother to Suck Bang Blow, I think, last year. And, you can't do that every year.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes you a couple of years to recover and you get back out.
It looks like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but it just really takes it out of you.
I think I've been to it once. That was when I was young.
Yeah.
And I could move around freely. That was,
Yeah.
it was. I mean, it's pretty cool, and there's a lot of noise, but it's not really my thing. I'm not annoyed by it.
No.
I'm just not really into motorcycles all that much. So, but like I say, I think it's cool that we have it here, especially since it's mostly non-violent. There's one video going around, these two white girls that got in a fight, but I think the video is viral because it was more funny than anything is dangerous. Usually this crowd is peaceful and there's not a whole lot of problems.
It's a bunch of geriatrics.
Yes.
I mean, come on, let's face it. You know, it's just a bunch of old people because they're the only ones that can afford the types of bikes that are out there.
That too, yeah.
So, and then I think even the Atlantic Beach Bike Fest is kind of dying out a little bit. And so even that's been kind of neutered. And I enjoyed those too. I mean, I was with the Speed Channel crew that would do that. We'd fight out and fight through the crowds.
Yeah.
That those and if you're not aware, folks listening, it's what we call Black Bike Week that comes in after this one, and there are a lot of complaints and lawsuits and everything that come about every year from it. But again, it's not as horrible as I think people put it out to be, because it's not like it used to be in the past.
Yeah, it was. I remember shooting a lot of those, covering those for City of Myrtle Beach and for different networks, like you say, for Speed Channel and some others.
Yeah.
And we had to have a police escort everywhere. There was one year I wasn't allowed to go. I was too young because it was too dangerous.
Yeah.
To be out, and they had to go out and shoot with it, and had heavy police escorts everywhere. That's when it was really bad.
That's when they had the East Coast, West Coast rap riots going on.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. Well, according to social media, and I think exacerbated by social media, they're planning a return to that type of bike week here.
Okay.
Whether that's because they think that it's there's too draconian rules we've put in place, or the cops are too heavy. Our last spring break, they're all complaining that the cop presence was too heavy-handed, almost antagonizing and all this. So
we're going to bring in more people.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a protest against, they're saying, like, screw Myrtle Beach, we're going to go screw it up, or whatever they're thinking. But according to social media, I don't know. And it's a different regime we have now, and there is a heavier police presence, so we'll see how that goes. But it's a little concerning. And then, see, what I used to like about it was we'd have the Myrtle Beach scanner. So I'd stay up all night listening to the scanner. Yeah. And you would hate it to hear when somebody was shot. But the rest of it was like, are you kidding? Some of the stuff that, chasing, there's a naked woman standing on the back of a bike somewhere doing a headstand, and we're chasing her down. It's the wildest stories. Yeah. And it was truly entertaining. Now, Myrtle Beach has shut off all of their frequencies. Yeah. So because I always wondered that too. It's like, well, if we can hear it, then the people that are running from the police can just tune in and hear it. They finally put an end to that, so I don't get the entertainment out of it now.
That's it.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I think I don't know. They really did a good job with shutting it down, like you said, because it used to be way worse. Yeah. One of the funniest stories before we go on, there was a bar called I think it was not Dirty Don's, one of the kind of seafood bars along the 17 bypass there. They had 3 strikes for their liquor thing. Yeah. Maybe it's better I don't say the name and I forget, because that bartender may not even work there anymore, so I don't want to put down the bar. Right. So they were told they had to close for one weekend. They says, we're going to let you pick the weekend. This was during the height of the bad bike week. They says, okay, we'll pick Memorial Day. So the NAACP couldn't sue them. Right. Because they were required to shut down by the city. And it just happened to be that weekend. Yeah. I was like, that is a genius move. So they couldn't tear up the bar, because, like I said, that's when they were very tearing everything up, and had to put porta johns down the middle of 501. Well, and then you hear a lot of and this goes a lot of typical things that people are upset that are in the service industry, that there are no tipping during that time, and so. Again, I know that sounds real racist, but it just is. Germans drink beer.
Irish drink whiskey.
Right.
You know, there are reasons for having those types of things. So, I don't, you know.
The beginning of Memorial Day Bike Weekend, the people who created it show that this isn't about race. They don't even like what it became.
No,
and there was documentaries on it. Vice, actually ran a whole hour-long. They did a whole documentary years back interviewing the OGs.
Yeah,
the ones who started. They don't like it.
No,
they hated what it became.
Exactly.
So it has nothing to do with being racist or anything.
No.
It's such a goofy.
And they used to have a lot of the what do I call them? Carolina beach bands. That used to be part of that festival. They were completely squeezed out.
Yeah.
You know, it's all rap music and stuff like that. But you know, you don't have the polka dots and the chairman of the board and all the beach music. Playing out there anymore. We don't even have the classic blues bands that used to play. They'd always book them out at the House of Blues and stuff. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's just I mean, it doesn't show off anybody's culture.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, they're like, oh, well, you don't like our culture. That's not your culture, dude. You know, it really isn't. We celebrate your culture. We love it. I mean, I loved it when I lived in Memphis. I'd live on Beale Street. I could quote you everything from the Blues Brothers movie. It depends on what you're going to be, tapping into, or the New Orleans jazz culture and things like that. But this stuff that they're talking, this urban stuff, that's not culture. That's not at all. But that's what they're leaning into, and that's the made up narrative that they're trying to create.
Yeah,
bring out there. So, but even
Suck Bang Blow just had Walk a Flock of Flame. Anybody doesn't know who that is, a big hip hop artist years back, 2015, 16, that era. So I mean, it's there goes racism out the window. There was nothing but white people at Suck Bang Blow. They were all going crazy over a rapper. Exactly. But like you were saying, that isn't. I don't mean to say that all rap is bad. A lot of it is. It degrades their culture.
Right.
But I'm trying to tie two things together here that aren't tieable, but just kind of an offshoot of what you were talking about.
Afro Man playing out at the
he played at Boathouse.
Boathouse.
A good bit,
That's right. And 90% of his audience was white. Mm-hmm. But every time he shows up, they're all out there. They're taking selfies. They're having a great time with
crazy.
Him. And they know each and every one of his songs. Mm-hmm. Of course, they all sound the same, but anyway. But he's funny. Yeah. He's entertaining, and people love it. The racism is dead, and I love those memes where they have the donkey that's trying to put the clappers onto the onto the corpse that says racism. Oh. Don't you die on me, damn it! Yeah. So
in the line in the hospital bed. With
exactly.
Resuscitated. Whatever. Yeah.
And then you look at the goofiness from like the Southern Poverty Law Center, and they're the ones that have been financially supporting the KKK and all these racist organizations in order to fundraise against racism.
Yeah.
And
and nothing ever happens. What's going to happen of that?
They're currently in. I think they're starting the lawsuit or the court cases this week. They're in court. They're in massive courts. Yeah.
I hope something comes of that.
Well, we'll see, because you and I have been on this rodeo before, and it's this. Usually, it's just a big bowl of disappointment. But it's going to be interesting to see what comes about, if there's going to be any changes or not. Yeah. I mean,
something needs to be done, because we've all been living in pretend world for too long. Clown world's been around for a while. I still use that. I love the meme, the little clown with the little globe behind it.
Yeah,
but it's probably stuck in my emojis as the first two for anything on social media. Yeah. I use it so much, but it really is pretend world now, and we have been for a while, because we have to pretend like a lot of these people that were anytime, but let's say with like I'm trying to think of a good example now.
Well, anybody who's mixed race is black now.
Yeah.
Anybody who is wearing a wig and lipstick is a female.
Right. Or I mean, like I put up a video like we talked about the Kevin Hart roast. Yeah. We all have to pretend that those were racist jokes when all those guys they're good friends. They're in the green room together. They're having a good time laughing.
Yeah.
We have to pretend to take liberals seriously in the Southern Poverty Law Center, the ACLU, AOC. I mean, we put the dumbest people in charge, and we are forced to pretend we have to pretend to take them seriously.
Yeah.
Either because we're afraid of giving some moniker that's a bad thing, or racist, misogynist, homophobic, xenophobic, whatever it is. We're all just terrified of these labels.
Well, the people,
so we all have to pretend now.
Yeah, the people that should have shame don't have it, and the people that have shame, they're trying to exploit it.
Yeah,
and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy that way. And you've had you've had your corpse put out in front of the camera, and you've had a couple of videos that you've put up. All of them have been really good. I mean, I really have to. I hate to admit it. I mean, damn it, he did it again. And I'm like, shit.
I appreciate it.
Damn it, he's good again.
A lot of it is because at Facebook, it's so tedious. This is why I don't argue on Facebook anymore, because it's so tedious to type an argument.
Yeah.
Getting a little pithy back and forth sometimes, but it's a true argument. So I think I make videos because it's too much to type.
Yeah.
I wish more people would get into that. I almost wish you could do a video response. I wish Facebook would allow you to respond in the comments with a short video. And that's that kind of thing. The more people talking, especially if you can see them, the better society is.
Then you can't take it out of context. You know the voice inflection, how things are supposed to be in. There's a young woman up in my home state of Wisconsin, love her to death. We don't see eye to eye politically, which is okay. And she just had a meme that was put up, and I read it. And of course, I've got a background in communication arts, and I'm looking at it from a logic and communications type of where you parse it to see if the argument holds up in sections. And what the meme put out was supposed to be that if you don't call somebody a feminist, you just say that the remainder of people who aren't feminists are sexists and misogynists or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, the problem was the way that the language in it made it that everybody who exists as a human being is sexist, which I don't argue with that point, because that could be valid.
Could be.
But I don't think that was the argument that they were trying to put forward.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get to them that, hey, can you, if you're taking out the feminine in feminism, does then you have to go through and say that there's a biological aspect, like defining what a woman is? Is that what your argument is? And if you don't recognize that there's a spectrum, then you are automatically sexist? That's what I was trying to get to. But it's, again, like you were saying, it's hard to put it down. And so I tried to simplify it as much as possible. And, of course, her response was just a little off kilter, a little strong, and combative. And it was not an intention. I was like, I don't care about your premise. I could care less about the premise. But I was trying to say, I don't think you're communicating or convincing anybody anything, because the meme was bad. And, the joke is the left doesn't know how to meme.
Right.
And also that if you technically looked at what you were putting out there, you're actually making the argument for the other side.
Yeah, I was going to say she's detracting from her own argument with a misaligned meme.
Yeah. And I was just like, that's all there is to it. But I think that there are so many people out there, and it's both on the left and the right. There are some people on the right that are this way too. If you're not in agreement with whatever the idea is that they're trying to put out there, then you're absolutely against them, and you're a terrible person.
Yeah.
And it's not that. It's just that, hey, I want to explore the shades of gray, or I just want some clarification on your position because I'm a little confused or something like that. And how dare you question me, because now I have to actually think about what I said and examine it, and I don't want to do that. I just want to get my cheering points and stuff out there. So
that's one of the biggest things is that they don't want to. They don't want to have it taken away. I just want to see how many likes I can get, or who all the people on my side come in.
Cheers from inside my bubble.
Right.
Which is sad. It really is.
Well, I think one of the best examples I've seen in a long time of these gray areas, because these are two guys that are on the same side of the aisle. Well, technically they are. Yeah. Nick Fuentes and Steven Crowder. For anybody that doesn't know who that is, Nick Fuentes is considered a far right. Well, he calls himself far right. He's really commentator. He's very young. He's very intelligent, very well informed. He's telling people to vote Democrat now because he's so fed up with the GOP of them promising us stuff and that we're not getting anything they promise, including with Trump. And he was a big Trump cheerleader at first. Steven Crowder used to be a libertarian. He's not as far right, and he says, no, we shouldn't be voting Democrat. Why would you vote for the opposite of anything we want? We can get something by voting GOP, or the opposite by voting Democrat. Not the point. The point is those two guys, and they got heated, but they were face-to-face over video. Yeah. The first interview, they were in studio together, so they've done this twice. Yeah. And at the end, they shook virtual hands as they always do, and that's how it should be. Yeah. Even if you're on the same side of the aisle, you can get heated. Yeah. But it's like you said, they don't want to. So the more people like doing videos, that's what I'm trying to tie this back to. Right. If you do little videos on Facebook or wherever it is, TikTok or whatever, and you're genuine, or audios, and you're genuine, then that's where we can start to heal, I think.
I agree.
And especially having to type on a phone. You talk about fatigue and argument. I can't.
And I can't see so much. And then the autocorrect does stuff.
It makes me just throw the phone sometimes. Just forget the argument.
It makes me look like more of an idiot than I actually am.
Exactly. Yeah. And then by the time I'm done typing it, I go back and read it. It's so... I don't. People can probably tell from listening on this podcast. I'm kind of all over the place. I'm not a good storyteller, so I'll go back and read it, and I'm like, I'll shake the phone. If you shake your phone, it'll erase everything. So I'm just, and then I spend 20 minutes trying to type an argument, and I'm like, I don't even like it. So anyway, I think people doing videos, since we're not all face to face much anymore, and that kind of thing is good. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I do those.
Well, our friend Tim doesn't type anything, and he always puts this like little speaker thing and talks into it. And he never looks at how it types it out for him. Yeah, and especially with his unique pronunciations of things. And some of his messages are absolutely inappropriate, much less unreadable. So. Shout out to you, Timmy.
Yeah. Talk about a guy that's funny in the first place without the iPhone corrections. It's probably even funnier with it. But he cracks me up.
Oh, it really is. And have you read any good books lately?
Right now, I'm reading Dr. Sad Gad. I said it backwards.
Dr. Sad
Gad Sad, Saad.
Saad.
He says it's sad. I don't know how whatever it is.
It sounds sad.
So, great book called. I just spit all over the odd podcast desk. Yeah. Called. What is the name of it? I just had a picture of it. The subtitle is "Dying to Be Kind." The point of it is how we're suicidal empathy. How we're killing ourselves off as a Western culture by allowing all these third worlders in. And a lot of it has to do with feminism and women and their feelings, and they want to let up all these people. Just like this guy, this black fellow who shoved the 80-year-old down the stairs in the subway. Right. He was arrested. The white woman who refused to press charges when he assaulted her months back, maybe not even that long ago.
Because she didn't want another black man in jail.
Didn't want to put a black man in jail. That's suicidal empathy. That's what he's writing about. And a lot of people have written about it. Pat Buchanan, The Death of the West, written in the early 2000s, is writing about the same thing. Thomas Sowell, a black man, has written about this too. And I think that's where we're headed straight forward. If more people don't, I hate the term wake up, but it is if we don't, or if we stay terrified of being labeled some scary or bad term.
Well, we're not as all woke as Graham.
Oh, that would be funny. A clone of me, but I'm super woke. It's the opposite.
Well,
like a Family Guy episode.
Well,
or something, but
and you're mentioning Thomas Sowell, and Thomas Sowell was talking about the evils of altruism.
Yeah.
You know, people think,
Same thing.
if you're altruistic, you've got to be a fantastic person. No, you're an idiot.
It can get you killed.
Suicidal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can literally get
is
you killed.
Suicidal. Absolutely.
Yep.
And he is somebody who has gone from the Marxist left, and then he's like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. and has kind of crawled out of the mud and all by himself. And he has been the best at really illustrating how ridiculous these things are.
For a long time now, too.
For a
He's
very
been doing
long
it since
time.
the early 80s,
Yeah.
late 70s. He's been around doing it a long time.
Yeah. And I mean, his books are incredible. They're so readable. They really are. Yeah.
That's the other thing I think is important too. We need less intelligentsia when we're talking about this kind of stuff. This stuff needs to be, even if it's by the most intelligent people, Thomas, Dr. Sad, Buchanan, all the Shelby Steele, another black man, who writes about the same kind of stuff. It needs to be accessible.
Yeah.
For people who are into it. My mother, she asked the other day if she could read Sad's book. And I said, well, I got one for you that I finished a while back if you want. She's reading now The Death of the West, Pat Buchanan.
Oh, there you go.
And it's very accessible. So I know that's my own mother, but the more we talk about this stuff, another reason I do some of the videos, it needs to be where people feel comfortable bringing up these topics, and a lot of others that are taboo that you can't talk about, xenophobia, and that you can't go against Muslims. By the way, I forget his name, but one of these guys he's always wearing a bulletproof vest in New York. He just burned a Quran outside of a mosque.
Wow.
First time that's ever been done in the United States, apparently.
Yeah.
And he's in a lot of trouble for it. Why?
Shouldn't be, because it's...
Why? Because they'll burn a Bible in a second. It doesn't matter. American flag, which you have the right to do, but why is he in trouble for burning? And that is suicidal. We are killing Western culture, and that's not good for the world.
No.
The world would not be in the advanced state that it is if it wasn't for modern Western, European, frankly, white men. Sorry, but that's the truth.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean no one else has contributed wonderful things.
Correct.
It just means that we wouldn't be where we are. So
Yeah. And besides, we're a bunch of misogynist, sexist white men having this podcast, so take it as you want to.
That's why we need, please, if you're a black person or a Muslim or a Portuguese or Indian or Asian, please come in and let us interview you so we can take a picture. Just for the picture is all we need it for, to get, so we can post that on social media.
And then get to the back of the bus and go home.
Get the hell out of here.
But I got to say, though, I really... something that happened this last weekend, and because you were ill and because I got tied up, we have to do next year, though. It's called Smokeout, the Charleston Smokeout. It looked like so much fun. And they had music, they had restaurants, they had lounges, they had cigar manufacturers that were out there and so on. And, of course... I think it was put on by a group that's black, and majority of the people that were there were black.
Yeah,
there were a few white people there, but it looked like so much fun. You and I would have had a gas.
Oh yeah, I gotta tell you, some of the most fun times of my life were at black events.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in Philly working with with Encore and Philly.
Yep.
We went there too with a German intern. I don't know if you remember him.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one that got punched in the face on the boulevard and had to have his jaw wired shut.
Yep.
He was crazy. But we went to a club down there in Philly, and it was an all black club. We were the only two white people in there.
Yeah.
One of the best nights of my life. When when everybody
your Otis
acts
Day in the Nights
sane.
kind of your Otis Day in the Nights kind of episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. if people don't, it's an Animal House reference. So, but anyway,
But that's so events like that. Anyway,
you and I
stuff. I know that's not why you would bring that up.
No, but
I just wanted to throw that in.
Well, you and I go to the Scar Lounge half the time. We hang out with anybody we'll hang out with.
Yeah.
But majority of the time, it's usually with black folks that are there because they're the ones that are usually alone or something like that, and we'll invite them or invite ourselves to sit down with them, and then we'll sit there and cut up all night.
Tinderbox last time we went.
Tinderbox,
That was a great night.
Yeah.
Great guys.
Oh gosh, yeah. He was I'm trying to think of his name. He's a performer. He's a country music performer.
Yeah, and we said his name that it wasn't him, but we thought it was him.
Yeah, that's right.
And we said it. I can't remember his name now either.
I've got it in my phone. I apologize because I'm blanking on it, but that comes with the territory.
Yeah,
and it's not you all look the same. Anyway, the typical, yeah. Oh, crazy. Well, we've come up on the. Do you have anything else you want to bring up?
Local. I was going to say one of my issues that I don't know if everybody saw, but John Fox Simons has been reinstated as city manager, which a lot of people have a problem with. Was going around. He was voted back. I think it was 5-2. Bill McClure and Mark Crua voted against keeping him, from what I've been told. The others voted for, and it was
the
a
establishment
lot of
guys.
A lot of people are upset because after COVID or during COVID, they took away beach wheelchair access.
Yeah,
and from what I've been told, that by a reliable source, that he didn't want to bring it back because it was apparently basically too much trouble to deal with. And there's a guy who runs this, I don't know, I mean, maybe a nonprofit, but he runs it where he's got these wheelchairs and he helps out with it. He went to city council.
Met and dealt with them before. They're great people.
Good guy.
Yes.
I've never met him.
Good guy.
City council was talking down to him.
Yeah.
And the clip went viral. Well, they were using the clip in North Myrtle Beach and Pawleys Island as promotions for their beaches.
Yeah.
So they were, our own city council put out promotion ads unknowingly and not meant to with this back and forth. So anyway, he offers to give them, I think it was 10 beach wheelchairs for free.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do it. So anyway, apparently he was the one that was mostly responsible for that. And there's a lot of ire over,
and they're just made out of PVC and it's
literally, they're just, it's pipe glue and PVC, and they got the bigger tires and everything. It helps them on the beach. So
and it was great because it was so people didn't have to get something that was accessible or rent it or anything like that. They would bring it to the resort that they were staying in. All the resorts were open to it, and then they would just have it in the lobby. The people would come down, shift out of their regular wheelchair into the beach one, go to the accesses, get out onto the beach, enjoy their day, come back, then transport out, and then that weekend or shortly thereafter they would come and pick it up. And
see, I never even knew anything about them. I don't go to the beach much.
It was all free, and it was great, and it was just, it really did. I guess it attracts the wrong crowd because these people weren't out stiffing the wait staff at the restaurants and turning over tables. Things. I guess that's not the family friendly people that we're really trying to get
world.
To. Yeah,
along with clown world and pretend world.
Exactly.
So I guess there was some a lot of people didn't like him coming back. So
but Burroughs and Chapin wanted him, so they got him back.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how they handle next Bike Week if it does get crazy with the new regime we have and the elevated police, just to see how the city does in general overall, and him, because it's no big secret that the city manager really runs the place. not council or the mayor. It's a lot of it is city manager.
Right.
So we'll see how he does.
Well, you know what I would like to do is I think that they should have complete transparency, that the hours that the city manager is in office, that he has to release his visitor's log and his phone log for every, because he's on our dime.
Yeah.
And we should know who he's talking to and for how long.
I like that.
Yeah, because
Total transparency.
exactly, because then you'll see who those people are that are trying to pull the strings behind everything that's going on in our government.
Yeah.
But do you think we'll ever get that? Not with a 5-2 vote.
No.
Yeah.
No, a total. I keep saying regime, but a regime change.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be a complete. I think a lot of it would have to be the Golden Mile would have to all but go away with their votes, and a lot of the good old boys who want it to stay the way it is.
Yeah. We should have a citywide vote, but everybody from Grand Dunes, Pine Lakes, and the Golden Mile can't vote.
Yeah. Just to see what it would be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just to see what the people would vote, not the money.
That's intriguing. Yeah, like a mock election, just to see.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder what that would. Well, I think we all kind of know what that would show. You can see it on social media exactly what it would be.
Yeah.
A lot of the Myrtle Beach pages. There's not a whole lot of positive stuff, especially when Brenda was running it.
God.
So I think that shows.
Yeah.
Probably what it would be.
Yeah.
So.
But it was kind of funny. I mean, I did have the popcorn to watch the elitist insiders go at each other, because then you had the Brown Bethune group versus the old establishment elite group, because they're like, well, you're robbing our piggy bank, and we're pissed off. And
Are you talking about during the race?
no, during the administration.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it was just they tolerated them at first because everybody was robbing the same, piggy bank. But then Brown got a little bit more thuggish, and was taking more than his share that they wanted him to take.
Thuggish is a good word.
Yeah. So,
Oh boy.
but that's just my opinion. That's
all opinion based. Yeah.
exactly.
Some of it's fact, but this is all opinion.
Yeah.
Wink into the microphone.
Ignore the facts and just pretend it's all opinion.
Yeah.
So
We'll go with that. Trying to think locally. I think that's all I have.
Well, the papers scream and the TV.
Well, we're going to be gearing up for next
About
week,
every
and
little
I hope everybody
thing
tunes in
under
to
blue sky.
Trip and Graham Have Issues.
They'll tell you what to
Right.
eat, what to think, what to say, while taxing your paycheck every damn payday. Oh, Trip has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Trip's just laughing and filling his flask. The talking heads on the nightly news act like we all gotta pick sides and choose, left or right, black or white, us or them. Trip says, hell, I just don't give a damn. Oh, Trip has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Trip's just laughing and filling his flask. Yeah, the government man says we know what's best, while digging in your pockets with each request. Trip tips his hat and walks away. Keep your solutions, I'll find my own way. Oh, Trip has issues, but not like these. He just wants to sip his whiskey in peace, while they're building walls and burning flags. Trip's just laughing and filling his flask. losing its mind, and everyone's angry all the damn time. Just grab your guitar, pour a tall glass, and laugh along with old Trip's wise ass.